Known today as Riverfront Centre, this architectural gem consists of 5 King Wheat-era structures that have been externally restored and converted into one commercial center, housing the corporate headquarters of the Red Wing Shoe Company. The 5 individual structures were constructed between 1858 and 1884, with the majority constructed during Red Wing's post-Civil War boom as a thriving trade center. In 1873, Red Wing was considered to be the world's largest primary wheat market. Wheat money flowed into the hands of Red Wing business people who invested in real estate development and other ventures. During the second half of the 1870s, wheat farmers were faced with diminishing yields due to depleted soils, increasing blight and rust, and a series of severe storms. Rather than give in to total stagnation, local entrepreneurs established a variety of new businesses which diversified the industrial base of the community. The 2-story West End section of Riverfront Centre is the 1871 Italianate-style Simmons-Swanson Block, a 3-bay commercial structure that housed assorted businesses. At the time of its construction, this building was one of the most elaborate in downtown Red Wing. Its original cornice and storefront trim showcased the talents of the local terracotta company. To the east, local architect Charles Booth designed the Wilson Baker Block and Charles Betcher Block. Built in 1868, these impressive 3-story Italianate-style buildings dominated Red Wing's Main Street, and to a large extent still do today. The Charles Betcher Block was constructed to house the hardware business of its namesake. At one point in the 1870s, it was the second largest wholesale hardware business in Minnesota. The Betcher Hardware business remained in the building until 1896. 3 years after starting his hardware business, Betcher diversified by acquiring a share of Kogel and Blakely lumber business, a business that would eventually make him a substantial fortune. In 1875, Betcher bought out Kogel's share of the company, which he later reorganized into the Charles Betcher Lumber Company. The sawmill and millwork factory, supplied with lumber floated down the St. Croix and Mississippi rivers by steamboat, flourished, and by 1893 was a fixture along Red Wing's riverfront just west of the Red Wing Levee. Charles Betcher died in 1903 as one of Red Wing's most important and successful early citizens. In his memory, his wife Margaret Betcher donated funds to the city of Red Wing in 1906 to construct the Charles Betcher Memorial Chapel in Oakwood Cemetery. The John Day Block, the city's oldest brick commercial building still standing, makes up another portion of the Riverfront Centre. Day, an early Red Wing squatter settler, erected this structure in 1858. The glazed terracotta storefront was added during the 1940s to denote its use as a mortuary chapel, combining Gothic motifs and inset quatrefoils to give a vaguely religious air to a secular building. In 1883, 3 saloon owners erected the 2-story Buchholz-Hadler-Moeller Block, the easternmost section of the Riverfront Centre. The late-19th century commercial-style building is especially significant because it retains its original cast-iron storefront and an original cast-iron exterior stairway, most likely products of the Red Wing Iron Works. Over the years, the buildings were significantly altered. Storefronts were changed and architectural elements removed. By the 1980s, the block was economically depressed and visually a shadow of its former self. The city of Red Wing and the Red Wing Shoe Company partnered to redevelop the entire city block. They restored the 5 easternmost buildings, constructed LaGrange Park, and built a 3-level parking ramp on the riverside of the block. Red Wing Shoe's corporate offices now occupy all of Riverfront Centre.